A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Berry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Brian. Well, last season, Fred VanVleet signed the biggest contract in NBA history for an undrafted free agent. And he went on to set more records. His 54-point game, the most ever by an undrafted player, and the most ever by a Raptors player. His mantra has been, bet on yourself. And guys, it sure is paying off.
That it is, Allie. I like that. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings
just do a quick mic check
out.
here before we get into gameplay. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear the audio? Is everything good?
But it's early on, so they have time to recover. And, of course, there's the Raptors. They're tied right now.
Well, I think for Cleveland, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Now, you just don't want to sit in the middle for too long. You either want to be competing against the top teams or starting to strategize where you can position yourself for a high lottery pick and maybe turn around your franchise's fortunes.
And the Cleveland starting five.
Are just so dope.
They've got Okoro. Taylor Horton-Tucker is out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Jared Allen. And it's Markkanen in at the power forward. And for Toronto, Anunoby the 3 with Siakam at the 4. Goran Dragic is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Achua in at the 5 spot. And early on in the season, some rookies still trying to deal with the speed of the NBA.
Wow.
Brent, how is that transition for you?
Yeah, I think there's just so much going on outside of the game as well, BA. So you take maybe the first 20 games, a couple of road trips to understand the tempo and pace at which you travel with, and you have to pack and unpack and make the bus and make the shoot around. Just a lot going on. So maybe 2 months for rookies.
What's up, Hollywood? How you doing, my man?
Hard to think of a
Hey, do we have any update when you get your normal channel back? I miss seeing the Hollywood sports.
Fred VanVleet taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. A true all-around talent. VanVleet gives you the big things and all the little things as well, Grant.
Well, you talk about the points, the assists, but look at the rebounding and the steals and the charges he takes. I mean, he's a glue guy and a star.
Here's Okoro.
Oh, no.
Back to Horton-Tucker.
In a zone here?
Pass to Okoro. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. And here's Siakam. VanVleet outside. The shake. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Horton-Tucker on the wing. Guarded by VanVleet.
Oh, good defense.
And it's going to be out of bounds.
Thought I had the lane there.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Should have known that. OG's a lockdown defender.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Dragic with it. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Anunoby passes to Dragic.
Oh, we get mismatched here.
Allen against Achua. Over to the wing.
Help.
Five to shoot. That's good from Siakam on the assist from Anunoby.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Markkanen against
Oh,
Siakam.
my God. We need a
Markkanen
bucket.
misses.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Achua against Allen. Pass to VanVleet. Dragic outside. Kicks it out to Siakam. Out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers ball.
Good, we need that. Let's change our
And
game
let's
plan.
use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. In the 3rd spot, Fred VanVleet.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
For Cleveland, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Sexton against Dragic. Horton-Tucker on the wing.
Come on.
Kept alive. Here's
Thank you,
Allen.
Jared Allen.
Tipped.
Oh my God, really good defense.
And he lobs it up top. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Pass to Akuro. A shot to stop the drought.
Oh, we can't score.
Achua with a rebound. The
Oh, for
Raptors have gone
8.
2 of 4 so far. The open shot by Van Vliet. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Cleveland calls timeout. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
They really
We
had
just
a
can't get anything
strong
to
night
drop.
shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
But my team chemistry's trash, so that kind of affects it. I'm mostly focused on how the CPU plays, not
What a
really me.
tremendous game he played against Portland. Pass to Akuro. Back to Sexton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Markkanen. The 3 is
Please,
up.
please. Oh my
Achua with
God.
a rebound. Achua's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Sexton. And
Thank
he
you.
drains the quick shot.
Colin Sexton
All right, we're on the
now
board.
looking confident shooting over anybody out there.
Van Vliet, the pass to Dragic. Over Sexton. And the basket by Dragic.
I just love the ball movement.
Cleveland has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one.
Not a good start. Not a good start.
Pass to Sexton. Over Dragic. Sexton
Not a
misses.
good look. That's a bad
The
shot.
Raptors with a lead. Dragic outside. Back to Van Vliet. To the inside. And count the basket.
Got messed up on the
He
switches.
was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
Precious Achua, he's looking to take it slow. Tries to keep it simple as he develops, Brent.
I don't like
He's a
these
guy
play
who plays
calls.
with a tremendous
Yo, I'm
motor,
trying, man.
a
These
ton
play
of
calls are
energy,
rough.
and I think the
I
coaching
just beat
staff
the
is just
Blazers
making
last
sure
game
that
in a
the way he
crazy
thinks the
game.
is catching up with the speed at which he wants to play.
We'll get our offense rolling here. Like I said, our team chemistry is struggling.
First team foul.
I don't have a lot of shooters.
At the line for the
First one
Cavaliers.
falls for him.
I mean, in my starting lineup, I have
50
Sexton and
NBA
Markkanen,
players
about the only ones I really want to shoot
or
threes
with
with,
family
which
ties there.
is kind of tough.
And the NBA is investing in Africa's infrastructure.
Jared
for
Allen's
basketball.
pretty much
Well, they're
worthless
building courts
other than
there.
for
The league
putbacks
is
on
going to
offense.
grow
You're
there,
not
and
going
I
to
think within
post
5
him up.
years, BA,
I mean, when you do,
we're
it
gonna have
doesn't
an
really work out
influx
very
of
well.
talent,
So
and the player who's going to come
I'll be
in
okay. Normally
in
my
the
second
NBA
unit is where
and
my
make a huge
offense
impact.
kind of picks
Now
up, where we
here's
get
Dragic.
pieces of our
Pass to
second
Van
unit.
Vliet.
Like Kendrick Nunn comes in and Kevin Love comes in, and we got a little more spacing in the floor, a little bit more
Here he
shooting.
goes.
There we go.
Rejected by Allen.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Get it, get it, get it. Come on, Laurie.
Once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially
Like
when
I
you're
said, don't
behind
really
like this.
focus on
Can he find
my
the rhythm?
gameplay. Everyone's going to worry, use different
To the paint.
teams.
Cuts off the pass. And now the Cavaliers on the break.
Beautifully
And
ran.
it's Sexton. That
Break.
time on the assist by Okoro.
Okoro
But everyone's
showing
going to use
his
different
ability
teams,
to
different
find an open
players.
teammate.
We're going to really, I want you guys to focus on how the CPU's playing.
For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Tries the 9-footer. Second chance effort. And the layup
that
is
was
good
bad.
by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
Just kind of
Just
notice the
owning
shots
the
that they're
painted
taking,
area.
how they're running
If
their
it's working,
offense.
no need to change.
Here's Horton Tucker, guarded by Van Vliet. Pass to Allen.
I don't know what play this
Oh,
was.
they get a hand on it.
This is like the
stolen
worst
by
play of all
Anunoby.
time.
Van Vliet with it.
Like,
Picked
let's
up
just
by
jumble
Allen.
everyone together.
Van Vliet misses.
If you told me this was the kind of
calling
game he was
timeout
going to
again.
have,
Get
I
our
would
subs in.
not have expected them to be in
I
front
don't understand
right
that play. Let's set a screen, have him come around, stand right next to Jared Allen and Lauri Markkanen, where there's 3 guys.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What am I supposed to do there?
And the Raptors
Don't
with
understand
some
that play
changes.
call, but let's get our
He's
subs
checked
in.
in for Achua. Boucher comes in for Siakam. And it's Barnes in for Anunoby. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Love
Kendrick
is
Nunn
checked
in here,
for
got a
Allen.
little offense.
Mobley comes in for Markkanen. Wendler, he's checked in for Okoro. And Nunn is subbed in for Horton Tucker. Nunn finds Love. Back to Nunn. Clock at 4. And stolen by
Oh,
Boucher.
jeez. Right when I'm saying we
And a
have
fast break
offense.
now for the Raptors. A shot from the low post is good. Dragic has got his second basket on the night.
And I'm telling it to,
All right, well,
to get
look at
shooters
how the
open, and
hustle
we're
game
still
has
just
been
running these
going
pick and
for
rolls, which
Toronto.
are not working
Their
against their
frenetic
defense.
defense has been impressive, putting ball handlers on the defensive and turning them over as well.
On top of all that, they've done a good job of making life difficult for the opposing shooters. They've had
Again,
hands
why are we
up
running pick and
have
roll
contested
here?
a lot of shots. Look at the blocks.
Sexton misses.
When I'm telling
Here's
you
Toronto
to
with the ball.
get shooters open,
They're
run
on a
screens,
17-6 run.
run pin downs.
Dragic passes to Birch.
Oh my God.
Doubled by Nunn. Love against Dragic. Over Love. And the basket by Dragic. Dragic has got his third bucket of the night.
Building a
Get
big
shooters
advantage
open,
early
my God.
with a terrific
We're 2 for
all-around
13.
performance.
Well, if I was baking up a
Can't
lead,
run
I'd
pick and
add
roll
two
against this team. They're
ingredients.
too good defensively.
One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight.
These play calls, man.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Dragic with a clever play there as he gets close to the basket. Not surprising at all that he finds his way to the charity stripe.
Watanabe's checked in for Toronto. That one's no good.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Pass to Nunn.
Wrong button. Go get it. Oh my God.
Now here's Sexton. He's guarded closely.
I had Sexton wide open on a cut, and I pressed the wrong button because I'm always
to
used to him
shoot.
being.
Now here's Nunn. Three-pointer.
Hey, finally.
And the
That's all I've been asking for. Let's just do that
Consistent from
stuff.
out there, especially when you
Let's
give
let
them
our
that kind of
shooters
room.
shoot. All right.
Dragic against Nunn.
Pick and roll doesn't work against
And he
guys like
banks in the layup.
Siakam and
Dragic
OG
has got
Anunoby
9
and
points.
And
There's
now,
too good defensively.
Almost all their points coming from the paint.
Cleveland has gone just 1 of 6 from the three-point line so far. Sexton finds Nunn. Pass to Mobley.
Okay, here we
Here's
go. I like
Wendler.
this.
He's guarded by Barnes. The
Ah,
three
he got
from
a late
Sexton.
contest.
No good. And it's
But
Toronto
we're running
taking
the
it
type
other
of thing
way.
I wanna
And this
run.
matchup with the Cavaliers, it's their first meeting of the season.
Well, they're going to face each other a bunch of times this season. Each team wants to make a powerful first impression.
And hopefully this one sets the tone for what we're going to see in the other 3 games against these teams. They'll both be sort of measuring each other out here in the first quarter.
And so it's Cleveland with it.
Same play we just
Following the
ran.
bucket by the Raptors. Hey, here's Nunn for 3. And it's Watanabe with the
Jeez.
rebound.
Well, the
Can't
D
shoot
really
either.
getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Barnes, no good. Outside Sexton. Pass to Mobley.
Yo, I've been good, man. How you been?
Dragic against Nunn.
What are we running here? What are we running here?
2 minutes.
Offensive
Thank you,
board.
Mobley. Bailed out.
Up and in on the layup.
Mobley.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
I don't know if we could shoot
Here's
it any
Toronto with the
worse
ball.
than we've shot
It's a
it.
13-point game. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here's Watanabe. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. From deep,
Oh, got me to step back.
Mobley grabs the board. Well, Cleveland shooting just 21% in the first quarter.
21%. That's awful.
Sexton passes to Nunn.
Need a couple buckets here.
Here's Wendler. He's guarded by Barnes. Here's Nunn. And a
Thank you.
strong
Needed
finish
that.
with 2 hands.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of
We gotta stop in a
communication
bucket
on the
again.
backside.
And
Be
so
all right.
here is Toronto following the score by Cleveland.
And just wasn't able to
Blocking
set
foul,
up in time.
That's his first personal foul. 15 fouls. At the line for your Raptors.
And he knocks down the
They're in
first
the
one.
bonus?
Well, when it comes to free throws,
When did that
Dragic
happen?
is just money from the line.
Hits both from the stripe.
All right, let's get a 2-for-1 here.
Now here's Nunn. He had a big outing in that Trailblazers game as well. Pass to Windler. Barnes against Sexton. Shoots over Barnes.
Not a bad shot.
The kick out to Nunn. Here's Windler.
There goes our 2-for-1.
Outside Sexton. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. None, no good.
I just don't know what that
Toronto's
play
gone 0 for 2
is.
from
Like,
outside. Down low. Watanabe can't get it to go.
quit. Go in the corner.
Here's Windler.
Oh my God! Thank you.
Buzzer, count it. Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
Yeah,
exactly
I
how you
mean,
wanna close
I was
out
so
the quarter,
happy with
too,
how
with
the
some
sliders that
And
that are
so it's
released was
Toronto,
playing, and then
earning this
like
break in the action,
what?
up 10.
It took a couple
Just
days, and
pounding the
2K
painted area.
released a patch.
That's helped him build an
And
advantage.
in that
More
patch, it
2K
just messed
action
up
in just a moment.
everything the CPU does offensively. They literally, on my old set anyway, which it doesn't really make sense why, but they literally just run 5 out, head down, and just spam the paint. They don't shoot threes, they don't shoot middies, they don't even run plays to get to the paint, right? I'm okay with, you know, the CPU getting points in the paint if it's because they're running pick and rolls, or they're running screens where you're getting mismatches down low and they're throwing to the bigs and stuff like that, like, or fast break points in the paint don't count to me, you know what I mean? But it's like, if they don't run any like plays, and they're just literally spraying the floor and letting whoever is the ball handler just head down, attack the hoop on a 5 out. That's just not basketball, and it's also not fun to play against.
It's been a lopsided game.
There we go. That's a good play. That's a bucket. Let's go.
And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
So now I've been working hard to get them to actually run plays, you know, not just spread the ball. See, they're running a pick and roll here.
Down there and doing that much damage in a quarter, you got to respect the game plan.
All right, it's points in the paint, but they ran a play. That I don't care about.
Then it's Jared Allen. Then it's
as long as it's not just head down, spamming their way to the paint, we're good. And I've been getting the 3-point numbers up.
Pass to Markkanen.
Ooh, that was dangerous. Come on, Kendrick.
To the left wing.
Ah.
Van Vliet against Nunn.
We're committed. Oh my God.
And it's
Slap
out of
shot
bounds
I
for the
wanted to
Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Bad.
The Raptors making a switch here.
I just want them to execute, man. I want teams to shoot around 33s a game.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Well, there's the
probably
shot
should have paid
clock
attention to the
violation.
shot clock.
So they'll turn it over.
Oh well. I just want them to run an offense, run plays.
Now Van Vliet.
Dude, the biggest, I mean, I agree with you 100%, Bray. My biggest issue with my NBA this year is I don't know where my team chemistry's at. I can't even see it.
Here's Windler. Ooh,
like,
excellent D there from
does anybody know where to see your team chemistry at this year? Like, I know it's on. Player morale, too.
Turns into a tough one
I have no idea. Like, I have a goal to not let my team chemistry fall below a certain...
For him, he picked up 13.
But, like, I can't even
see passes to Siakam. 5 on the clock.
What my team chemistry is currently at. I know it's not very good.
Launches it. Here's Achua. Rejected by
I have
Allen.
some players upset about playing time and stuff like that. But I don't even know what it's at.
Allen with it. He's guarded by Barnes.
Oh, yeah. That's got to be a bucket. Oh, my God.
Windler. And he's headed to the line for 2.
We'll take the bailout.
He gets the whistle there. And Toronto gets called for the
So
foul.
I have a glitch in my mind. Have you guys ran into it? So I can change my offensive game plan like you guys have seen. And, like, it just randomly happened in the middle of a game. I can't change my defense. I'm on offense right now. But if I want to change my defensive game plan to, like, shrink the floor or whatever, I immediately lose my ability to control any player. They just run randomly, and I can't do anything. I have to literally save the game, quit, and load back in mid again. And so I got this glitch, and I've tried it and tried it and tried it. It happens every single game now. It just randomly just started. So I'm going to have to restart my Cavaliers, my NBA, which is frustrating because I've done a lot of work on the side outside of like the one trade that I made. Oh my god, that's on me. But I've done some other stuff too as far as setting up the player mentorship. I went through and edited my playbook and things like that. So I have to restart. So I'm kind of frustrated, but it's also a blessing in disguise because the trade that I made for Taylor Horton Tucker has honestly...
Pass to Okoro.
I wanted to shoot that. I forgot I had the icons up. Has been a bad trade for me. I don't have any shooters.
Nice defensive play to disrupt the lob.
And I need more wing shooters.
Here's Wendler. He's guarded by Barnes.
What are we doing here?
Clock at 6.
Pin down for Kendrick, okay.
Back to Nunn. There's the triple.
Yep.
The
Can't make them
Cavaliers
all.
Again cannot hit.
It's a good shot, though.
Shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough.
It's a bad shot.
To keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Now here's Siakam. Coming off a 22-point game against the Wizards in Washington. Pass to Achua.
Oh, he passed out of that fade. I'm trying to double.
The Raptors need to get off a shot, and the shot
My
goes
God.
in. Siakam's got his second basket of the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they
So,
don't have multiple
yeah, I like
guys out there
THT,
for
but
testing, so they
and that's
might
why I
as well
traded
talk
for
to
him.
one
But I get him, and I realize the
here.
dude can't shoot.
Tucker's
He can
checked in.
only attack the paint. Well, then I have him out there next to Okoro, which that's his game as well. So I have two guys who can only do the same thing, and then I pair him with a Jared Allen big, and so I literally have three guys who cannot shoot the ball, and it just makes running an offense really difficult.
Here's Nunn. The 15-footer is good.
Which is why I actually do better with my bench, because I typically have Kendrick. I only run 9 deep.
Every possession.
So I'll typically get Kendrick out there with Sexton, which is lethal, and then I'll have Windler out there who can shoot, spot-up shooter. Then I'll have Kevin Love and then Mobley or Kevin Love and Markkanen, and then I have like people who can space the floor, and that's kind of what I need, honestly. Especially since I don't mind having a big like Jared Allen who can't shoot the ball. If you can post him up and go to work. You can't do that with Jared Allen. His inside rating's a C. Dude's literally good for dunks and like putback shots. Like you can't post him up and do post moves. And
here's Horton Tucker.
I don't do timelines, man. I got a rotation video. I kind of show you how I do it. I don't do timelines. Instead, I just do
the kick out to Nunn. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Horton Tucker.
We're stuck here.
Buries
oh my God,
it from 3. He's got 5.
THT and Nunn. So I traded Garland, Darius Garland, and
tomorrow with that player, you hate to see him give up.
Denzel. Was it Valentine? Denzel Valentine.
Siakam gets the bucket.
Yeah, so the problem with timelines, now this year it's a little bit different because you can add those coaching commands for players to come out and they have fouls and stuff like that, but that was always the issue with timelines in years past was it ignored fouls. This year, now, I've done those advanced coaching things, and it seems to work for when players get fouls that come out. But I've noticed that, like, when I put in the command for, like, close games, put my subs in, or in blowouts, put my bench in, those haven't been working. So I don't know how well, I don't know. I don't really worry about rotation timeline. I literally have my rotation. I set it up. With the way I have it set, I really like how my players are rotated in and out.
Here's Horton Tucker. Drills the baseline jumper.
I never have an issue like, oh, why isn't so-and-so in the game? Like, I've been pretty content with it.
The Raptors shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Also affecting Siakam's draft stock, huh? He was 3 or 4 years older than many of his peers.
What did they do for
What's interesting
his
is that
setup? I
player
haven't played in a
evaluation has
couple.
become
Yeah, I
such
missed
a
that one. I
science.
gotta check that one. Hold
Sometimes
on
the
a second.
variables can lead you astray.
missed that
You
comment.
have to go by the
At
eye
the line
test.
for your
Siakam
Raptors.
was in that cohort.
Pascal Siakam at the line for 2.
So, John, the update jacked up gameplay. So, I mean, this is what I'm working on. This is my update. This is where I'm at updated-wise. I haven't officially released it. I want some feedback from you guys. If you would like to see anything extra. You know what I mean?
That's good from Siakam.
But
Dragic
this
checked
is
in
where
for
I'm
Barnes.
currently at update-wise. The My NBA, you could still start it as far as if you want to pick your team, do any trades, set up your rotations, set up your mentorship, you know, set up your playbook. All that takes time, right? So if you want to do all that, you're great. If you're on PS5, well, what do you think of this gameplay, John? If you're on PS5, grab my test sliders. I mean, that's going to get you at least a better
It can help a big
experience
man's game to
than
hit
my
those
original
free throws.
sliders, and that's
It
what I'm
keeps
playing
the
on right now, and they
defense
are
from getting too
uploaded
aggressive.
for anyone on PS5.
Markkanen
Not
with a screen
official.
on Van Vliet. Here's Horton Tucker.
Not officially,
Here's none. And the layup falls.
you know, ready to
Nunn's
release
gotten
a
4 this
2 yet,
quarter.
as I'm still
A
testing
stronger defensive
testing
presence
some
would have
things. So,
saved-
like, right now, we're halfway through the second quarter, and let's just take a look at a couple things. They've taken 3 threes. Like, what the hell? When I just played the Blazers, they took 30. And so that's where I'm thinking, and this is one of the things that I'm kind of torn on, is this right here. They've been taking some mid-range shots. So if I go like this, let's just see here. I'm going to flip that around. They've taken 3 threes only, which, again, they have Van Vliet. They got some shooters. They should take more than 3 threes in today's NBA. But otherwise, everything is pretty solid. They've shot more free throws than me. They're shooting 50%, which is not bad considering how many points they've taken in the paint. But they've taken, where's the Raptors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots in mid-range, which is good. We want mid-range shots, but we need more
Didn't seem
threes.
like anybody was really
That's for
aware
sure.
there to go.
So let's see what happens here
collect
when we
that
switch it.
rebound in the possession.
Like I said, that's the one thing
Now
I'm
here's
kind of
Achua. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Wizards in
still
Washington.
messing with. Is
And also impressive, his work on the glass. He was tenacious.
I don't think so, Bray, because like I said, my previous sliders before that update, we didn't have this issue, right? I don't think that
The
update
Raptors
messed with
with a
players'
lead.
tendencies. I know we got some likeness updates
Pass to Siakam.
as far as how they looked, but I don't think that would
Three,
affect
Dragic.
every single player's
Locked in. Drains his
tendency.
shot in
I
as
just
many
think it
attempts.
messed overall how
Anything you can do,
they run your
I can do
offense and they
better.
need a little help.
That
So right
one
there, we got a
felt a
3.
little personal right
Granted, he was a little bit
Yeah,
open,
again,
but they've been
you
open
can't
before
take
and they
this
haven't really
too
taken
far
it. So
to
let's just
make
kind
it
of see.
too selfish.
You know,
With
we
that
made that
exchange,
change with
that's
5
fun to
minutes
watch.
left.
Now here's none.
Let's see how
Defended
many
by
threes they
Dragic.
take before half.
Dragic against none. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Markkanen.
It's a bucket.
Oh,
Oh,
pulls it
I'll
down.
take that look though.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Van
What
Vliet
tendencies do you
pass
want me to
Dragic.
check, John? Like
Over none.
in-game
Up
or
again.
just player
Oh, he hangs
tendencies?
in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Achua's got 9.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
I'll
And
definitely
that's a
check
skill
some,
you see
you know,
in
whatever you
any
want me to
strong
check.
Offensive rebounder, isn't it?
3-point tendencies?
Pass
Can
to
I
Horton
even
Tucker.
do that? Oh, there.
The three
Let's take
from
that
Okoro.
wide open.
No good there. Now Toronto.
Real quick. I don't know if I can do that in the middle of a game. Let me see if I can go here. Oops. Let's see if I can go here. I can. All right. Tendencies. Shot tendency 75. Shot, yeah, so he's... Let's look at just him for... Shot 3 tendency 66. That's higher than anything else. Driving layup tendency is a 75. Are you Brandon Hyde? Huh? Who's Brandon Hine, Tyler? I don't know what that even means. Let's look at Siakam too real quick. Obviously he has a high shot tendency, but he can shoot threes. Let's see his 3-point. Shot 3 is a 50. Consider he's an A, I don't know. It might be a tendency thing. And whenever Celtics, you know, drops his
Here's Van Vliet. And the layup is good off the glass.
roster,
Van Vliet's gotten his third
I'm
basket of the
assuming
night.
if it's not addressed by 2K by then, he'll have it.
Basket inside.
The Cavaliers are going
Tyler,
6
no
of
man.
14 in
If
the
I
second
was
quarter.
a manager for a baseball team,
Here's Horton Tucker, guarded by Van Vliet.
I probably wouldn't be spending my time doing
Here's
this.
Horton Tucker.
I appreciate that.
7
Oh my
points in the
god.
game. Out to the right wing.
Gotta just get rid of it.
From long range. Gets the
How
three
long
ball
do
to
sliders
go.
usually go? Why
6
is it
points for
cutting off your
him.
message?
They're making a few more threes this quarter.
How long does it take to make sliders?
Trying to cut into that
Man,
deficit.
that's
And Toronto calls time here.
He recognized his players were
That's a good
fatigued
question.
and
So-
needed time to catch their breath.
so any roster I use, if I use a roster again, I'll see if 2K addresses it. Obviously, they're probably getting feedback about like, hey, the CPU's just spamming the paint now, and maybe something happened that just tweaked something, and they'll just do like a stealth update. You know what I mean? As far as how long it takes to make sliders, man. So the initial set, I do the same thing every year. I take my most recent set from the year before, plug it in and tweak, which normally makes sliders pretty easy because there's not a whole lot gameplay-wise from year to year. However, this year the shooting was so difficult, right? The shooting was so difficult to nail. I spent twice as much time trying to figure out shooting as I did on anything else. So, and then this update that I'm working on now is really all tendency based. Now I've adjusted some movement a little bit to tweak the movement sliders. God, my dogs are freaking crop dusting me right now, and it is bad. But I've adjusted the movement sliders,
For the Raptors.
and then I'm mostly just messing with the shot tendency sliders because
comes in for Pascal
the shot
Siakam,
successes.
And Watanabe is subbed
Yo,
in
what's
for
up, DJ?
Anunoby.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you swinging by, man.
Dragic
I hope you have a
passes to
great
Van
evening,
Vliet.
whatever you go do. Definitely fill me in later. But this
Pass
is
to
just
Boucher.
an update all around tendencies, basically. With a little,
Dragic
like I
with
said,
it.
movement
14
sliders have gotten
points for
an
him.
adjustment.
4 on the clock. The three doesn't go for him, and Cleveland will come the other way. Here's Okoro.
So you want? Oh, he's segging off me so far. I just gotta let
trying
that
his
fly.
luck from deep.
Let's
And
go.
the Cavaliers,
Hey, that's
another
awesome,
three.
DJ. Hopefully you have some
Man,
good
they're having
laughs.
a hard
Theodore,
time
what's going
defending
on?
the triple. That's
So
the
shot
three in a row.
percentages, that's a variable. So I don't look at shot percentages for a single game,
And here's Dragic.
right? I look at
Van
NBA
Vliet
averages.
outside.
So NBA, the average shot percentage last year was 44%. Teams averaged
Inside.
88.
Boucher.
Good
Got
block.
a piece of it.
88 shots per game.
And now the Cavaliers on the break. Here's Horton Tucker.
Oh no, I thought he was going to dunk it.
Solid defense
Why did
by
he do?
Dragic. Toronto has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land here in the second quarter. Boucher, left side. Back to Watanabe.
So 88 shots a game, 44%
Pass to Van Vliet.
was the average field goal percentage. 38%
Now
was
here's
the average
Boucher.
three-point percentage. Those are the things that I look at.
So far. Nothing
And
yet
that's
on the scoreboard.
something that you want
Good on the shot.
to play several
Raptors
games to
lead
see
by
what it
6.
averages out. So
Yeah, right now, Goran Dragic
for those
has
to be
got it
averages,
cooking.
that means that there's games where teams shoot 50%, but there's
left in the
also
first half.
games where teams shoot like 38%, 40%, right? And you have
Here's
that
Okoro.
balance.
He's got 6.
So if you have a game where,
Here's Horton Tucker.
sorry, I was
and makes
focusing,
it with the kiss.
where you shoot
Horton Tucker's
50%,
got 9.
where the CPU
Not
shoots
just the
50%,
accuracy
you don't
in
want to
the
just be like,
quarter,
oh,
it's
it's
his
too easy,
movement
sliders are
and
trash. I mean, that
energy that's
happens. You
getting
need to
him
play
on this nice
several
roll.
games. And if you consistently shoot those kind of
We've got
percentages, or have the
1:23 left to play in the
CPU
first
consistently shoot too high or too low based on NBA averages, which is
Now
what I'm going
Dragic.
for, that's when tweaks need to
16
be made.
points for him. Over Sexton. Love grabs the miss.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Sexton passes to Love.
Good play.
Ooh, good finish at the rack.
We have fought ourselves back into this game.
Just a 2-point Toronto lead.
We finally got our
Execution
offense
has been
rolling.
better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it
So
off?
yeah, it's one of those
Well,
things
they've
like it's
shown
tricky.
both effort and will to get back into this
So
one.
shot percentages
Can they
is oh my
finish
god.
this
I thought he was
one
gonna
off?
pass it.
Can't
Good
let up now.
defense.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Okay, let's get another good bucket here. I like the play. Post up Love. High post.
Here's Horton Tucker.
That's not there. Uh-oh.
Here's Okoro.
Pump faked 1 too many times.
Portland. Barnes
Shoot.
checked in for Toronto.
They played good defense
and
there.
Cleveland with a change here too. Wendler, he's checked in for Okoro.
Dude, I really like Evan Mobley, man. Like like I said, I have to restart my Cavaliers
23
because of the
seconds left in
glitch.
the second.
I think I'm going to try to trade Jared Allen. If you have 3-point per slider
Dragic
above
outside.
floating player on the user, will make it 9% of the time. So that, Bray, that has nothing to do with the shot success. That has everything to do with the shot coverage impact slider. I learned that one really quick.
Pass to Barnes. Watanabe on the wing.
Because
Lets it
you
go
can-
from deep. The shot won't fall.
You can
And the first half
drop
comes to a
shot
conclusion.
success
The game
down to
has been
like
very close so
40
far. It's
for the
Raptors
three-pointer,
up
or
2.
bump it up.
And join us right
But
back
depending
here
on where you
after
have
the
that
break for
shot
the start
impact
of the
slider,
second half.
doesn't matter. It really doesn't. 2K really emphasized, and you can see this in
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors.
yo,
in our
aka
featured
Garnish, what's going
matchup,
on?
Which has
You
not
can really tell us in my
disappointed.
NBA or my career, excuse me, if you guys play that at all.
They're running a smooth offense.
My
tonight,
God, dogs, you
creating
got to get out of here. You're
high-quality
killing me.
shots. Motions,
God,
sharp,
that is
sharp as
bad.
a razor. Their
You
spacing
can really
is
tell that
excellent.
you're rewarded
They're
more
moving
for
the
taking
ball
open
well. I
looks,
love the way
and
they
that
do it.
carries over into this game too. So you have to adjust that a little bit. So whatever you have the three-point shot
And we've got a
success
moment
at,
here to look around the
if
league
they're
at some other
wide
games in
open
progress.
and you have that shot impact
Closely
slider at a
contested
certain
game for the
level,
Pistons
they're gonna
at
make it.
Little Caesars Arena
So you have to
going against
lower it
Brooklyn.
to
Things
a
are
point
tight out there
where
in
they
the
don't
first.
make it every single
Great matchup.
time.
Neither team is willing
But
to give
then
up ground.
if you go too low, then shot contests
Thanks for
don't
tuning
matter,
in.
right?
Now we
So
head back to
finding that
Brian
balance
Anderson for the start of the third
is
quarter.
really difficult. I gotta put my dogs outside. I'm getting destroyed. Come on, let's go.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge.
God, that is the worst. All right.
Man, you gotta like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
Through two
So yeah,
quarters
so like
of play,
everyone was hitting
he's
me up
been an
saying like
excellent source
the
of
user
points.
shooting was a little bit
he's
too easy in the
shouldering
first
the
one,
load
and
right now and
the
looking
easy
really
change,
comfortable
which I
while
have in
he's
this
doing
set
it.
here,
Van Vliet
is
teams
dropping
with Anunoby on the perimeter.
shot impact
Pascal
coverage
Siakam
slider.
out there with Achua.
Just
And
2
it's
ticks, that's all it
Dragic
took.
in at point. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Now you don't make
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Horton
That's a bad
Tucker.
shot.
Deflected.
I don't know what that play was, but it didn't work at all. But
On
now
the arc. That one's good.
now you don't make every single shot as a user. As you guys have seen, I've missed wide open shots with Lauri Markkinen. I've missed missed some wide open.
Sinks the three ball.
No, that was bad defense. I'm also not paying attention. Really.
Pass to Markkinen from outside the arc.
There's a wide open shot with Lauri Markkinen. Missed it. Now
Achua's got
before that
double-digit
would have went in.
rebounds now in the game.
And as great as Markkinen is on offense, his defense leaves much to be desired. Doesn't offer much defense
It's,
as a
that was the
post player
trickiest
at this
one.
point in his career.
Allen with it. Outside Sexton. Back to Allen. Sexton
I need a
finds
center I can
Allen.
post up.
Over Achua, and Allen
Okay,
gets it
let's
to
go.
go. And for Markkinen and his defense, it's a work in progress. Grant, there's still some time for him to improve.
Yo, I appreciate
He's got
that,
a long way to go.
Garnish,
Not
man.
a
That means a lot to me.
natural rebounder. He just
I'm
looks
trying,
a
man.
little
I gotta get this
easy when
update
he
for you
switched
guys.
into ISO
There's some
situations.
people that are,
And
you
Toronto
know,
has
oh my god,
possession.
horrible defense by me
Following
again.
the score by Cleveland.
I keep on thinking they're going to hand it off. They've been handing it off all game.
They've been able to rely on him all night.
Yeah, Bray, that's what it is. I just dropped that shot coverage impact for the user down 2 ticks.
Here's Horton Tucker,
Fixed
guarded
it.
by Van Vliet. Pass to Markkanen.
It's a dangerous pass.
Allen with a screen on Siakam. Fires, top of the key. Markkanen misses. The Raptors
But,
have
you know,
gone 3 of 3
I'm
in
trying
the
to get these
second
out because people are
Siakam, no good.
wanting to get their
Better than
my
giving up
MBAs
the
going.
layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Horton Tucker. 9 points in the game. Sexton against Van Vliet.
Okay, where are we going here?
Back to Sexton. Lets
a good
the
look.
3 fly. And Anunoby pulls it down. The Raptors with a lead.
What's up, Antonio? Oh, my
Three-pointer,
God.
Van Vliet drops in the 3. Van Vliet's got 11.
That's
Our
why
transition
you keep your
defense
head
is
up.
awful,
If
and
the
I
assist
can't
is
even
there,
change it.
You can pounce.
Actually, this is how I have to do this right now. This is why I'm starting over. I can only do it right here. I can't even do it in the game. It sucks. Transition defense, no threes.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
That's what we want. You know what I mean? We want them to shoot a lot more threes.
Pass to Sexton from behind the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Siakam's got a rebound.
Felt like that
number
one should have
5
fell.
here tonight. Van Vliet with it. Picked up by Allen. And Anunoby for
That's a
3.
good dish.
Good.
My God.
And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists in the game.
That's a good
Their
kick out.
defense has to
I can't
do
be
a
mad
better
at
job
that.
of
But I've missed
smothering
like
those
3
shooters.
straight wide open looks. So for you guys wondering, like, hey, why'd I make all my shots? That's been addressed. Now, if you take good shots, good open looks with good shooters, I'm still shooting 33%. So I don't have great shooters, you know what I mean? So to be at 33, potentially go up to 35, 36 from 3
Dunn's checked in for the Cavaliers.
with who I'm shooting the ball with, that's not horrible, you know what I mean?
Cleveland has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few
I was wondering what
franchises
the hell they were
have
doing
gobbled
there.
up
It was gonna be a
most of the
wraparound.
NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However,
No, my
we're in an
three-point shot
interesting
percentage
time.
is good. It's
A
just
lot
it
of those
varies every
franchises
game. You
are
don't want to
looking
shoot
for
the
their
same every
first
single
title.
game. Like against
They're
the
among the top
Blazers, I
teams
just
now.
shot
And guys, they're hoping to get
40%
on the
versus the
board.
Blazers. Oh my God,
yes,
why?
Very
Okay.
interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Sexton. Over Dragic.
Excellent defense from Dragic there to make sure that shot was not
33% is fine
And
because
another miss by
so
Cleveland.
I've missed a couple in a
It's
row,
amazing.
right?
Their slim
Oh my God,
advantage
no,
on
no,
the
no, no,
board
that's on
seems
me.
a lot larger than it is.
I missed 3 in a row, right?
Pass
So
to
what was my
Dragic.
percentage before I missed those 3 in a row?
It's tipped.
Good defense,
And he
Lauri
recovers
Markkanen.
it. Here's Anunoby
No.
with the second effort. The rebound
Good
by
defense. Now if I hit
Markkanen's
1 or
got
2 more,
4
I'm up
rebounds
to
now.
like 35%, 36%, right?
Markkanen. Sexton up top, defended by Dragic.
Tyler, what's the average percentage for
Dragic
3-pointers in the
against
NBA? What
Allen
are teams'
with a
average?
screen on Dragic.
Average.
And he's going for the oop here. And
Let me know.
it's Allen who slams it home.
No stopping Allen there. His length makes the play almost too easy.
Dragic
Yeah,
with it.
no, but again,
19
I
points
missed
in the
3
game.
3-pointers in a row to drop it down to 33%.
Achua
Oh, not
with a
from
screen
3.
on Sexton. Here's Dragic. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet against Nunn. Markkanen with it.
Okay, can we run a play here? Like,
And here's
what's-
Sexton.
We were thriving when we had our get shooters
Clock
open.
at 6. Looking to get back on track. No good off the back of the rim.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection
We're
tonight
getting
has been
killed in
questionable
transition.
at best.
Because what kind of offensive plays are
Attacking
these?
the
That's
rim with power.
tremendous
I don't know what the
finish.
hell they're supposed to accomplish. It's just a bunch of movement, but we're not getting anybody open.
Outside none.
So that's
Markkanen
gonna
from
fall.
long range. Hits a three-pointer. Markkanen's got 9.
I made a trade. Yeah, I made a trade. I didn't want Darius Garland. And I wanted THT at the time. I think going back, there we go, Kendrick. Come on, Kendrick. Let's. Oh, good hustle.
Goes out of bounds. That one's off none. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I ended up
Sunday,
not really
they're off to
realizing
New
that
York to
THT
face
and
off with the
Okoro were
Knicks.
basically the same
Then
player.
on Wednesday,
So
they'll be
I really
facing
got myself in a
Bradley
bind with
Beal
my starting
and the
unit
Washington
with
Wizards.
what I can do
And
offensively,
for their
and it
matchup with the
sucks.
Celtics,
You
it's
see
the
my
second
defense,
game of the
or my offense is a lot
back-to-back.
better
So you know there'll be some
when
heavy
Kendrick
lifts out
and...
there. Playing that much basketball
That's a nice
in that
dump.
short
Did he
amount of
time out? Did he dump that off, you guys? Or did it get blocked? I just want to know here. I didn't see the block. They didn't say it. Okay, it got blocked. Never mind.
time really takes its toll on your body.
Yeah, so I ended up having
I'll tell
two
you what,
players
they
do the exact same
rebounded the
thing
ball
very
tremendously
mediocrely
well.
on the floor. They can't shoot the ball.
Sexton passes to Allen. Back to Sexton. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing.
Throw it to Kendrick.
Scratching your head to that turnover.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Barnes comes in for Anunoby.
All right, we had a
it's
slow
Toronto's
start
ball.
in the first quarter with our
They're
starting
on a
unit as well.
17-7 run.
We bounced back when we got our bench in.
Ladies and gentlemen,
See if that happens again here. See my glitches too? Check this out, guys. I cannot change anything for defense at all. This literally just happened like 2 games ago. No idea why. I can change stuff for offense. No idea why I can't touch defense. It's a glitch.
With some
I messed with everything. I can't figure it out.
For Siakam, and Watanabe is subbed in.
Oh, nice.
For
Well, when
Dragic.
you definitely can, you should get 2K22. It's a fantastic game. I mean, obviously it has its issues as every game does, but overall it's amazing. My favorite 2K since 2K11. And it's probably the
Barnes
2K I
on the
play the
wing.
most since 2K11 too, when everything's all said and done. Charge?
Quick pause here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and check out last season's best shot blockers. Chris Boucher, 4th.
It's obvious
go. Good
that he
defense. Draw that
completely
charge. All right, let's get our
dedicated
offense
himself to
going
protecting the rim, doing
get some
everything he
shooters
could
open,
to
get
get
some
his
pin
hands
downs.
on as many shots as possible.
Sexton against Barnes. Outside Sexton. On the wing, Sexton. The 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. The biggest lead of the
Thank you.
game, 15 points.
Time for some consideration in the
We had that
passing
lead from
category,
15.
maybe, Kevin.
Oh, no.
The shot
Oh, no.
is
Oh, no.
just not on. Get somebody else going.
I knew as soon as it was Van's lead, I was like, yeah, that's wet. He just let that fly.
Cleveland has gotten only one.
So, okay,
three-pointer.
real quick, you guys. So, I made that change on the three-point ANC when there was 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. So, there's 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. So, it's officially been a quarter. They had shot only 3 threes through that time frame. Let's see what they're at now. They've shot 10. So, they've shot 7 in that quarter. So, if we magnify that out, they're on pace for 28 threes. We'll take that, right?
Paul
Not
here
every
in the
team's
third.
going to drop
5
30
attempts.
threes. That's an average of 28. We'll take that.
Sexton passes to Nunn.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
To the left side wing. Shot clock at 5. Love against Birch.
Come on, Love. Bail me out.
And it's Love missing.
And right now they're plus
I don't know
8
what kind
in
of
the
play that
rebounding
was.
category. That's helping them run away with this.
Outside Barnes.
What sucks is Sexton is normally like
Van
my
Vliet
offense.
outside. He's off on that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
He typically scores about
Trying
25
to find a spark
points a
here.
game, and
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch
He hasn't done
offensively.
anything.
They could really use a basket.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Wendler.
there we go. Let's get him.
Now Sexton. No good on the triple.
He didn't even get a good,
Something's off
a good
about him
clean
this
look off
quarter.
that screen.
He's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit
Quit,
in
get
his
off of
body
here,
language.
Busher.
And you just don't want to see that.
Van Vliet, the pass to Birch. Boucher with it. Watanabe on the wing.
Oh my God, he faked it.
Sexton
Thank God.
grabs the board.
Sexton only has 4
Sexton's got
points.
his 4th
That's why
rebound
I'm
in this
struggling. He should normally have about 20 at this point. Close to it.
Right side, none. Shot to end the cold
We're not
streak.
even... My
It's
God,
hauled in by the Raptors.
these screens aren't
Next
even
matchup,
getting guys
they'll be
open right
home
now.
against the Nets. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're
Who
sharing
wins
the
the
ball
title
and
this
creating
year?
good shots.
Man, that's...
Now
It
here's
depends. You have to
Sexton.
assume that everyone stays healthy.
Outside, none. Puts up a 3.
It's not a catch and rhythm, that's a miss.
And it's Toronto with a
Oofed
rebound.
up.
Watanabe's got 4 rebounds in the
I
game.
can't get good open looks.
Boucher a screen on Sexton. To the middle. Back to Watanabe.
So, honestly, man, if the Nets stay healthy,
Boucher outside.
how can you not? Again, and that's assuming Kyrie's there.
The rebound by none. Cleveland shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Here's Sexton. Here's Windler. Blocked.
Oh my God!
Here's Love. Oh,
Thank you.
persistence pays off as they finally
Hold on,
hit
I
a
got a call.
shot. 1:57 left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Outside Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got his 2nd basket. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Raptors.
Oh, their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking quite a few as well.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Toronto's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. None against Van Vliet. Over none. It's deflected. The 3 from Sexton. Barnes with the rebound.
Well, whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
Boucher passes to Barnes. Over Sexton. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Pass to Love. Tipped. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Dragic has checked in. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. 36 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots a fadeaway. That one goes in. Love's got 6 points.
Pretty reliable scoring range for Kevin Love there, and beautiful form on that shot.
Birch with a screen on Sexton. Here's Dragic. Here's Birch. Goes back up. Love grabs the miss. Sexton against Dragic. Here's Windler, and he drives in. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 7.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing
Yo, sorry, that
part
was
of your
my boss called me
responsibilities
quick.
in today's game.
We back though.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same.
The
for
My
first 3
NBA,
quarters.
like you mean the
Court for
not the
Cavaliers.
gameplay sliders, but like
We've got
every other
Colin
setting,
Sexton.
like with
Okoro
the
is out there
trades
with
and
Lloyd Markkanen. Then there's Taylor Horton Tucker.
contracts and
Allen
stuff.
In at the pivot spot. Man in
Yeah,
the
I'm
middle.
very happy with it.
Siakam, the pass to Achua, kicks it out to Siakam.
No.
Takes the 3. Cavaliers with a rebound.
Who's my favorite team?
Okoro's got a rebound number 5
I
here
don't
tonight.
really have one anymore. So it was the
Pass to
Lakers,
Markkanen.
but I don't like LeBron, and I don't like how he just ring chases and stuff like that. So when he went to the Lakers, I just
On the wing,
kind of
Sexton over Dragic.
stopped
Had a chance there to cut
watching
it to
the
single
Lakers.
digits, but it's off target.
So I don't really have a favorite team anymore. I just watch basketball.
Outside Anunoby. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a
I kind of
minute
enjoy
into
it more that way. You know what I mean? But
Sexton
I liked.
against
I mean, I was a
Dragic.
kid growing up, and I liked the Bulls. And then when Jordan retired, I went to like the Lakers
Again with
because
the
of.
block.
A defensive
So Phil
stalwart
Jackson's
so
from my
far.
hometown.
That's 6 blocks.
And so that's kind of why I like the
Protecting rim
Bulls
well.
and
Love the hustle.
the Lakers
Pass to
because of Phil
Horton Tucker.
Jackson.
Markkanen with
And
a
I
screen
just
on
kinda
Barnes. Markkanen outside. Fires from
Stayed
deep.
with the Lakers even
Pascal
after Phil
Siakam
left.
with a rebound. Siakam's got his 6th rebound.
Now I just kind of
on the
watch the game of basketball. You know what I mean? I kind of have just
The Cavaliers
favorite
pull it
players
in.
now, and I'll watch those guys.
night. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
God dang, we can't
Just
score!
showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me
Dude,
of a
when
little
THT
Penny
and
Wallace
Okoro on the
action
court
here
at the
from
same
his years
time,
with the
we have
Pistons.
no
He's
offense.
been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And the basket by Dragic.
None.
Dragic has got
All time
21.
out.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
I can't
Yeah, the
stand.
buckets have been few
That's.
and
I'm so
far
excited to
between,
start a new one.
and
I
neither team
can't
able to get
stand
into
my
any
team
sort
right
of
now.
offensive rhythm.
Taylor Horton Tucker and Okoro together, disastrous. Ben Jared Allen. Those three together, no offense. Don't do it. If you're ever thinking like, oh hey, maybe. Nope, don't do it. We're putting in. Sexton's been awful.
He's checked in for
Awful.
Hey team, I was able to catch the
He's
message
normally
that
my
JV
everything
Bickerstaff was
offensively.
giving to his team. He told them,
He
quote,
hits
"If we
middies,
worked
he drives
harder
to
on
the
glass,
lane."
we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Now here's Sexton. Lets it fly.
Come
Once
on,
again,
Lori.
off the mark by Cleveland.
Gotta make
the
that,
Raptors
man.
have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Anunoby. Anunoby on the wing. The 3-ball.
That's wet.
He drops it from range.
So I have a
Raptors
like
lead by
a
16.
coaching thing. So if
They
I'm
keep
down by
attacking from the
18
three-point range
points,
here in the second
I'm at
half.
16. It puts my bench in. But that doesn't
Just over
work.
2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Knocks it down.
Oh
from
hey,
distance.
let's go.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long
They
ball
sag
to try to
off of
keep
him
up.
so much because his
So it's
3-point
Toronto
rating
now.
is like a C.
They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Here's the
Shoot.
3. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Anunoby's got 11 in the second
Focusing
half.
so
They've
hard
shown that power
on stopping them
inside. Their
scoring in the
rebounding
paint.
effort has been sensational.
that they get these
Pass to
kickouts.
Mobley. Sexton against Dragic. And it's
Let's
Sexton
go.
with the 3.
Well,
All
this is
right.
kind of fun. Sexton coming back and returning the favor.
If we can get our offense going, we could make this a close game. We can just go on a little bit of a run.
Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Force a miss, and
They're
then that
just
happens.
taking what the defense gives them.
And again, I
Right
cannot
now,
make any
that's the
defensive
interior.
adjustments like on the fly. It sucks.
Here's Horton Tucker. Fires for 3. It's another
go,
3
Colin.
for
Get hot.
Cleveland.
Well, Sexton feeling it
Let's
right
go.
now,
We're not
being
going away.
assertive and getting to the spots on the floor that he wants to operate.
Here's Siakam.
I like the step back.
And that one's long.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Get it to
And
Mobley. Let's
Mobley
go.
gets it to go.
Let's go. We're down to 10.
Passes
We're down
like
to 10.
that
Let's
are
go.
So hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Let's just need to play some defense here. They're
Dragic outside.
isoing for Dragic.
Pass to Achua. Siakam outside. Achua with a screen on Sexton. Oh, there's the alley. Achua with the dunk.
I'm not even mad. That was
Just
filthy.
love that alley-oop slam.
A big through an oop to another big? Come on, I'm not even mad.
Sexton up top.
Midi. He's hot. He's hot. Let's go.
Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Our guys rolling. We just need stops.
Halftime break to gather
We just need
himself.
stops.
He's starting to get his confidence back here.
And here's Siakam for three. No luck on
Seg
that.
off that.
And Cleveland will come the other way. Markkanen with a screen on Barnes. Inside.
Put him in a poster, Laurie.
Outside for Sexton. Just 5 to shoot.
He's hot.
No good there.
Not a good
that
look.
would have cut it to single digits.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Now here's Siakam.
Good D.
Sexton grabs the board. Sexton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Over to the left wing. The three.
Come on,
from
come on, come on, come on. Yeah, it was a
by the
Coro,
Raptors.
so
Barnes has got 4 rebounds now.
I set up my
This
step.
one
That's
for
the one thing
three.
I don't like about having to start
Here's
over,
Achua. The Cavaliers pull it in.
is I already
He's
set
got
that
5
stuff up.
rebounds in the game. Pass to Sexton. Fires
That's a good look. That's a good look.
The shot off that time. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Anunoby gets it to go.
All of a
dang it.
sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Oh, break. Turn down the fatigue rate? Okay. I can do that. I'm going to update it anyway because I just found out there's a glitch where if you whatever the assist is set to, the regression sets to it too. So I didn't know that. So I'm going to, because when I tested simulation sliders, I wasn't looking at other stuff. I test things individually, you know what I mean? So I don't look at everything, you know, so I never would have came across that. So I'm going to be changing that. All right, 5 minutes,
Cleveland
12
has
points.
gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far.
Still
in the fourth.
potential.
Sexton against Dragic. Pass to Horton.
Oh my
Tucker.
God! What
Outside
again?
Sexton.
What kind of play is this? I just got an
Shot
ISO.
clock at 6. Back to Horton Tucker.
Horrible shot. That's not going in.
And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. Anunoby
Again,
with
I
it.
don't know what
Picked
play
up by
that was.
Sexton. Allen against Anunoby. Shoots over Allen.
I got
and it
so
goes out of
lucky.
bounds. That one off Allen.
It is still Raptors ball.
I need to get my offense
Here's
in the game.
Dragic. The rebound by Markkanen. Cleveland shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Sexton against Dragic. Stolen
I should
by
have just went with
Siakam.
it. I don't know why I passed it.
Van Vliet outside.
That's on me.
Pass to Achua. Back to Van Vliet. 4-3. Unable to get that one. And Cleveland will come the other way. To the paint. Stolen by Siakam. Anunoby on the wing. The 3 is up.
I am in
rebounded
North
by
Dakota,
Cleveland.
my man. Lived in Colorado. Lived in
Here's Okoro.
California for a year.
Outside Sexton.
I'll specify.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I love the flare.
go
Come
with
on,
the
come on, come on,
three.
come on.
And it's Sexton with the 3.
Oh, 9-point game.
Sexton's got 11 points here in the second half.
This is
All right,
a
just gotta get
one-man
Kendrick
show
Nunn
right now.
in.
He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
We're okay.
Van Vliet against Allen.
Probably
The
Kevin
rebound by
Love,
Allen.
too.
The Cavs trailing. And it's Sexton on the tape.
Let's go,
And there's the
Colin.
slam.
4
Dunks to
points at the
finish
start
it
of the
Sexton
fourth
getting
quarter,
right
and
through
he
the
is just
defense and
erupting
putting that speed to work.
to give us a chance.
Here's Dragic. Time called here. The Raptors decide
That's
to talk
huge.
it over.
You could really see.
I'm gonna put in who I want right now.
Smart timeout to give them a breather.
Come on and get loud for your Northside crew.
Here's shooting guard, we are going to go Kendrick Nunn. We're going to put in Windler. We're going to put in Love. We're putting Mobley in. We're doing everything. That's what we're doing. Not a freelance. We're going to get shooters open. Pushing the pace.
And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Mobley, he's checked in for Allen. Love comes in for Markkanen. Windler, he's checked in for Okoro.
Get some shooters on the
is
court.
subbed in for Horton Tucker. Dragic finds Van Vliet.
Good D, good D.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's the one thing I really don't like there is
Raptors lead
I,
by
like he
9.
kind of just
There's
head
some easy
down
offense there. Keep finding looks
there.
in that
You know what I
area,
mean?
and their shooting
Like I don't know. He should have passed the ball. Probably shouldn't
off the
have.
charts.
Now here's Sexton. Hey, here's none for 3.
Let's go.
And the Cavaliers, another 3.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line in a fairly efficient shot attempt.
Play someone
at
5
that.
minutes in the first
Back to
quarter, and
Van
then
Vliet.
I don't know. I mean, we're in the fourth quarter here.
6 to
I mean, I
shoot.
have some, my bench players in here, but
That shot, no good. The Cavaliers go the other way with it. Pass to Mobley. Back to Sexton. Outside Nunn.
comes to that screen. No, it's coming.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Sexton with the drive.
Let's
And,
go!
yep, it's good. Now just a 4-point Raptor lead.
Pretty good
He thought I was
going
gonna
to
shoot it
As the point guard there, maintaining
Before they,
some
okay. I
concentration.
can tone down fatigue, man. That's not a big deal. It's only at 52, I think.
Dragic outside.
Can tone it down. Or maybe increase, like,
Over Sexton.
maybe it's their
And
stamina
a basket
instead.
by Dragic.
Or no,
has
no,
got
you want
23.
fatigue. Okay.
The Cavaliers shooting
6
only
point game.
39% so far in the game. There's a screen by Love. Nunn drives in, and it's thrown.
That's one of the
down
few times
hard
the
with
pick and roll
both
has worked.
hands.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the back.
Yeah, because honestly,
That might
I'm not
be
really
exactly
seeing any
what they
issues with
needed at this
fatigue.
point of the game.
Like in my game,
Defense has got to be better. Flat
You know.
out effort was not there.
Now here's Dragic.
oh my god, that's a good kick out.
Siakam for 3, knocks down the long J.
That's
Just great
that's
work at
killer.
finding the open man, dragging
That's the
his head
dagger.
up.
Sexton against Dragic.
So that
And
screen.
there's the screen. Pass to Mobley. Back to Sexton. Fires
Need
the
it back
three.
quickly.
Cash.
Dude,
Oh, they trail by just 4.
18 points just
Air right out
erupts.
of this place by drilling the 3. Could be what saves the day for them.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
I mean, Bray, that might be something you
There's
could just,
39
if you're
seconds
having
left in the
issues with the
fourth quarter of this
fatigue,
one.
because players should be tired,
Van
like,
Vliet to pass to
in the
Anunoby.
end of the game. I'm not really having that much of an issue, like, the rest of the parts of the game. I mean, you just saw this whole game right here.
Siakam outside.
But if you're having an issue with
Into
it,
the lane.
wow.
And Siakam with the slam.
Just tone it down. I have it set to
Really feels like
52.
they're in control.
Just tone it down
They've
for
got
you
a
and the
big lead
CPU.
With time dwindling.
Yeah,
one of
looking for a
those,
miracle worker
you know,
out
personal
there
preferences.
is The opposing coaching staff, I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
It could. There is progressive fatigue. John, that's a very good point. Progressive fatigue is real. And when you go to your roster, you can see if they're fatigued, if they're rested, how they're doing. You know what I mean? That's a very good point, John. So I'm early in the season in mine. We've only like done like 10 games or something like that.
Dragic against Sexton. Pass to Nunn. Over Van Vliet.
That's not going in.
Money.
Oh my God!
And his
Okay.
fantastic performance from the last game.
Look, we're gonna
has
lose,
carried over to
but we
tonight.
made it
Yeah, the coach
interesting.
pretty smart for
Just because, like I said, Colin Sexton's normally like as he goes, as my team goes.
Getting a
For the
little
first 3
desperate at
quarters, he
this
had
stage.
4
I mean,
points.
clock's the big
Dude just
factor.
erupts, just kills it,
Taking 2 shots.
and we kept it close. We got it down to 4, but ultimately,
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
ultimately,
So he goes
it
2 for
was
2 at the line, and
too
it's a
much.
6-point ball game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Try to
Allen
get one
with a
more
screen
bucket
on
here.
targets. Shoots. Misses the jumper.
That was a good look, though.
So the Raptors win it.
So let's take a look here. Like I said, we switched that one slider, that tendency, with 5 minutes left to go in the second. They ended up shooting 21 threes at 38%. I'm 38% too. Remember you guys were talking about when it was 33%? It played out. Where I shot horrible was everywhere else, apparently, because 40% for mid-range and in is not very good. I also did not get to the free throw line compared to them. You know what I mean? That's the difference in the game. 6 free throws is the difference. You know what I mean? And I kind of want to talk about this as well. So the average shots per game is 88 shots, right, in 2020. They shot 90, I shot 87. That's an average of, we're right there. Now, we both didn't shoot very good, so the score's lower. They shot 42% overall. I shot 40. They're at 94 points. I'm at 88. So if they shoot 46%, right, or 44% with a couple more threes taken, because, right, we had a quarter and a half where they only shot 3 threes. So you multiply that out, they're going to have 100, 102, 103 points easily. Maybe more. They're going to shoot another, 7, 8 threes? And they're probably going to make, out of the 90, right? And they're probably going to make 2 or 3 of them. So that's 6, 8 points. That's easily 100 points right there. And then you just say, all right, and that's keeping pace with the 42%. So if they average the 44%, then they're up a couple more to 106, 107 points, 108 points per game, which is right where the NBA average is. And same for me. If I get a couple more free throws, which I wasn't really able to attack the basket against these guys because they're so good defensively, I was made a jump shooting team, and I don't have a lot of good shooters. So I shot 38% from 3, but my mid-range was awful. My inside wasn't very good. And ultimately I shot 40%, It is what it is. But, free throws got broken in that update as well. I have free throw difficulty at 100%. It got broken in the update, guys. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do. Unless you guys know of something for free throws. It is what it is. But anyway, overall, once I switched that setting back that I've been playing around with, for 3-point shot attempts are there. They're 48 points in the paint. Again, if you factor in the quarter and a half that they only took 3 threes, that points in the paint probably gets lowered to around 40, right? And their total points is going to be over 100, so they're 40 of the 100 or so. That's pretty good. How about how many taken? It would push the fouls way up. I have it pretty much maxed out, man. 2K and free throws is not. If you want to see here, 2K and free throws is not exactly been good. Oops, go down a little bit here. So the shooting foul for the CPU, because the shooting foul on the CPU affects how many I shoot as a user and vice versa, right? Yo, Bray, thank you, man. Take care. So for the user, I have it at that I'm fouling them at a level of 100. And they had 11 free throws. It changes from game to game. The Blazers last night, I think, shot 17 against me. But overall, it's not very good.
This one was
I'll let this play out here real quick.
Until the final seconds.
But overall, stats-wise, you guys, if I had the full game, how I flipped around the 3-point mid-range tendency, they would have scored about 104 points, shooting that lower percentage, and only about 40 points would have been points in the paint, that's good. What was the points? So they had, so that's what I'm talking about right here. They shot 48 points out of 94, which again is too high, but we made that switch with 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. That changed everything. So if you let's look at the second half. They only had 20 points in the second half, and that's running those settings. So if you multiply that out, right, they're at 40, which is exactly what I said. I didn't even look at that, and I saw that. So it's just, they just had more because of that setting in the first half. And they would have averaged, we can see here, they shot 15 threes in the second half. That means they would have averaged 30 threes. What's wrong? I mean, that's good. That's a good amount. The pace of play picked up for sure in the second half. I mean, they shot 52 shots in the second half and only 38 in the first half. Definitely a change in pace of play. Memphis led the league with 56. Something you cut off here. With 56 a game in the paint last year. Do you know why, though? It's because they had Jonas Valanciunas down there, beast. They have Brandon Clark, beast. Jaren Jackson Jr., beast. And then John Morant, what does he do? Attack the hoop. You know what I mean? But yeah, typically we want points in the paint to be no more than 50% of a team's total score. With obvious, there's going to be games where it happens. You know what I mean? Low end was Portland at 40, which makes sense. You guys want to check this out? So check this out. This is my last game. Like I literally just said, Portland was my last game, and I played this. So they shot 36 threes. They had 26 points in the paint. So, I mean, this was a great game. You know what I mean? I lied about the free throws. They shot 8, I shot 17. Oops. But you can see the percentages here. I shot really well. I shot 51%. It just shows you the different experiences you're going to get. So, this game, I shot 51% overall. The game I just had was 40%. So, 51 and 40 is, 91% divided by 2 is 45%. So 2 games I'm slightly above the average, but play a couple more games depending on who you're playing against as far as a team, whether they're really good defensively or are not, that can change. You know what I mean? And that 44% average field goal percentage, you have teams shooting 46, 47%, and then you have also teams shooting, 43%, 42%. So it's, you got to take it all. Yo, Golden. What's up, my man? I appreciate that, man. That really means a lot. But yeah, this was my game against the Blazers. It was really good. So you can see just different things. They only had 26 points in the paint. And I had 46. But you can see just, the different teams, how it just changes. You know what I mean? 2 games, I shot almost 10% worse. 3-point percentage was pretty consistent. Points in the paint for me are, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong side. But yeah, 3-point percentage was pretty consistent, but I shot 11% worse, I didn't have nearly as many points in the paint. Raptors forced me to be outside. Attacking the hoop didn't do me any good. They have really strong defenders down there. Whereas you look at the Blazers, it's completely different. And so you're going to get different experiences. You just have to, like I said, a 5 to 6 game sample is really going to get you an idea of if something's needing adjusted or not. So, but one thing I thought that was really cool is you go over here to the Trailblazers. Lillard had 33 points, 7 assists. He shot it 26 times, 13 from 3. You know what I mean? McCollum was more of a mid-range guy. But these are the 2 top scorers on their team in real life, and these are the 2 that did it in real life too. He only shot 6 threes, but he's 7 or 18. He was more of a mid-range guy. They didn't really have much of a low post presence, so they didn't really post anybody up. Yo, DJ, have a great time, my man. Enjoy your comedy show. And we go over to the Raptors. They were really balanced. Dragic went off, but then you had Van Vliet. Siakam, their main guy, had 17, 9, and 6. But you look at the shot attempts, second most shots on the team. Van Vliet was hucking. Princess, I don't know how to say it. Whatever. Not Princess, Precious. Wow, my bad. But yeah, I mean, it's just totally different, right? Their bigs got a lot of shots. So, I don't know. I'm pretty happy with where the sliders are at right now. What do you guys think? That's the whole point of the stream, was to be like, should I make these official? Should I drop another video with the changes, or would you like to see some more gameplay of it first? Do you have any questions, concerns? Like, it's kind of what we're doing right now. Think it's looking good? Thank you, John. Appreciate that. Anybody else? Because if so, I'll just, I'm itching to restart mine. Someone asked me, I don't know if they're still here in the chat, they asked me what trade I did for, this is the trade. Okay, Darius Garland, Denzel Valentine, and Osman for Taylor Horton Tucker and Kendrick Nunn. Yes, it is. This is an update I'm working on. I'm sorry, I do not know how to pronounce your name, but yeah, this is an update that I'm working on right now to correct what the patch screwed up from 2K. Sorry, guys, I'm dropping a tweet real quick. Anything else, guys? I mean, if not, I'll kind of end the stream and drop the updates. Kind of curious. I like your guys' inclusion on these things. Alright then, I am going to drop this update. Guys, thanks for tuning in, I really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy this gameplay, and, if you guys aren't already, make sure you get in the Discord. I haven't, honestly, John, I've been focusing on the gameplay aspect of it. My NBA is one of those things, like, people can start it, and if tweaks need to be made, you can change it without having it messed up, whereas when gameplay's gone to crap, people don't even want to play it, you know what I mean? But in my testing for my NBA, I was really thrilled with what I was able to get to, the numbers I was looking at, you know what I mean? So the problem is I haven't really been able to get into mine that much because I started this Cavaliers one, now I got this glitch, I got to restart it, so I'm actually really itching to get, really get going into one, and I'm definitely going to use this opportunity to restart, what's your question, my man? I did not mean to curve your question. I'm sorry. Let me pull it up here. I only get so much on my screen, so a lot of time things get cut off. Let's see. Also, on the gameplay settings, is that user versus user or strictly versus CPU Pro? This is user versus CPU. This is for inside a MyNBA versus CPU. I've had a lot of requests for CPU versus CPU. I actually did a little bit last year. When Next Gen first launched, I streamed some CPU versus CPU games. People enjoyed it, and I've had people request that. So, honestly, it's something I will be working at going forward, but I got to nail this stuff first. You know what I mean? And I got to have it stick. So, typically, I don't drop slider videos within 2 weeks of each other, right? Typically, it's 2 to 3 months. No, I won't do user versus user because that's impossible to test. Impossible. Because you have too many variables. You have what team they're using, what player they're using, and their skills on shot timing. Because no user wants to play the other user on real player percentage. They're going to want their skills to matter. So that is something that is impossible to test. So no, I can't do user versus user. That's just something, honestly, just play default Hall of Fame. If you're into that, typically, you don't see a lot of people play user versus user, unless it's like in a franchise and stuff. And if you're doing a franchise user versus user, then I would honestly recommend using these sliders. The users get the exact same thing against each other, but you'd have to have all 30 people agree to do realistic player percentage to have a real experience. If people are trying to make it skill-based, that's one reason why I don't do online franchises, is because people want it to be skill-based, which means the people with the higher skill with a lesser team will dominate somebody who's got a better team with a lesser skill as far as shot timing goes. And so you don't really get the realism aspect there versus you do when you're playing against the CPU. And so for like an online franchise, I think it'd be really fun to play in one, but I'd have to find 29 other people who are down for real player percentage, who want to play on broadcast cam, because 2K cam versus broadcast cam, you have a huge advantage, Dude, you lost $1,000? My goodness. I would bet like $5. So Jacob, the best place is follow me on Twitter because I dropped updates for sure. And then also if you're not in the Discord, get in the Discord. It's a Sim Gaming Network Discord. I have links to it, I think, like kind of sprinkled around everywhere. But worst case, you can just, ask me on Twitter and I'll drop a link for you. I think there's a link on my thread on Operation Sports. I typically don't drop what I'm working on Operation Sports. I drop finalized things on Operation Sports. The Discord and Twitter is where I will literally post things that I'm working on for people to try. Also, if you're on PS5, I literally, and I'll do it right now, I upload everything for you guys. I'm going to do it right now because we made that change. I always have one here, slider testing. So the official release, and then slider testing is anything that I'm working on. So if I make an announcement, or you can just check it too, like you can see how many updates there are. So right now there's going to be update, I think there's 16. Let's see, 16 updates, right? So you can kind of follow that. And if you just see one day like, oh, suddenly there's like 18, 19 updates, Schneid's working on something. You can test it out. You know what I mean? But as you can see here, I haven't touched this in a while because there's no reason to. I'm still testing stuff a lot. So if you're on PS5, you can always grab my testing. What you just saw me play on is currently uploaded right now on PS5, and then I'll typically drop, the information or things that I'm changing in the Discord. And also there's guys on Xbox who upload everything that I put, and then they upload it so you can get their gamer tags, so you don't always have to just put them in individually yourself. So the Discord's a great place, man. We're actually creeping up on 200 people. It's a great place for people to talk about the game, help each other out. People are into online leagues and, finding things like that. They ask a lot of questions, you get a lot of answers. So Discord's been awesome so far. I'm really excited about it. So definitely get in the Discord if you're not already. Did I miss a question? Camera settings. I'm on broadcast zoom, and then I changed the height to 10. That's it. I love it. God dang, bro. What do you do for a job, man? I could not be dropping that kind of money on video game randomness. I could not do it. Like $5-10, man. That's about the most that you'd ever see me do anything in a video game. And I don't know. I couldn't do what you do, man. That's crazy. I need your job, apparently. But yeah, broadcast zoom. Everyone asked me. That's crazy too, because in the past, no one's really asked me what I've used for my camera. but I discovered this broadcast zoom, and I messed with that height, and apparently everyone likes it too. Dude, people go crazy in Madden, and that's way too much animation dependent gameplay. Like, you get a certain animation, you win. And you'll never see me do that in Madden. I'll play Madden franchise, I'll play the yard. That's it. But yeah, is there any other questions you guys have before I go ahead and make this video like 3 months sooner than I would like to? But it is what it is. Normally this video comes like right after Black Friday. Yes, but make sure you're on, because there's two when you're scrolling through the camera angles, there's broadcast and then there's one that's called broadcast zoom. Make sure you're on the one that says broadcast zoom, and then change the height to 10. Leave the zoom at 5. But typically Black Friday is when 2K drops an update, because that's when a bunch of people get the game for cheaper, and they drop an update, for it, and blah 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 blah, and it always messes with stuff. And that's when I typically have my second slider video released, is around Thanksgiving, Christmas time, in between there. And this year we're like way early, so what sucks is I could drop this video after working on these updated sliders for the week, and then 2K could drop an update in a week, and then these are irrelevant again. And it's frustrating, honestly, because I actually got some big name people using my sliders this year, man. Kenny Beecham is using them, and like last year, Pee Wee the Plug is using them as well, and they're like itching to start their stuff, and like I don't want them using my shit, and then excuse my language, but using my stuff, and then it's like a bad experience, I'll get whatever 2K pumps out, man, for football. Absolutely I will. Whether there's something that I can do content for, I don't know. We haven't got any info on it yet. It was supposed to be out this year, but they pushed it back. The NFL didn't want them to release it after the season came out, so it got pushed back. So I don't know when that game's coming out. Nobody does. We haven't even seen a trailer. We haven't heard any information on it. 2K is kind of like tight lips on the situation, so I don't know. We might get the NCAA football game before we get that 2K game. Which I'd honestly rather have 2K make an NCAA football game now that we can do that again. Yeah, Jacob. So, long story short, Pee Wee the Plug, is, me and him linked up last year, and he's been pumping and gassing me up for a year. And, he's in the Through the Wire podcast, and Kenny is as well. And he put Kenny on mine, and I had no idea, because Kenny's never hit me up, on Twitter and stuff like that, He doesn't follow me on Twitter, but one of my followers, posted on one of my YouTube videos, like, hey, yo, Kenny's using your stuff. And it's not on his main channel, it's on his Kenny 2 channel. But he didn't drop me my name specifically, but he linked my slider video in his video. And yeah, man, it's been awesome. I've gained like 100 followers on Twitter. I've gained like 600, not quite 600, like 400 subscribers on YouTube. My views are up. Yeah, so just Kenny just using them. People were like, wow, they really liked it. And again, the first video he dropped was before the patch, and it was amazing. And then the last couple videos is after the patch, and I kind of like cringe watching it, and I'm like, I need to get something out. I need to tell Pierre, aka Pee Wee the Plug, to let this man know, like, hey, yo, get the update. Because if you don't have the update, you're not going to have a good time. You're just going to crush people. So, but yeah, man, that's been huge for me. I feel really blessed that those guys are trying to do that for me. They don't have to do that. You know what I mean? They don't have to. They don't have to try to gas me up and promote my channel, but they do. So I'm absolutely blessed to have made a friend out of Pierre, in my opinion, and he, he's been just looking out for me hardcore, man. So it's been great. As far as new Madden sliders go for the patch, I've been kind of waiting to dive back into Madden for the scouting update. But the last time I played, I felt like my sliders were still good. The most recent sliders that I dropped, which I do have a video on, and I have them updated on Operation Sports, I felt like they were still good to go. So if there's been another patch, I'm unaware of it, because I've kind of been just shutting out Madden until the scouting updates drops, because that's when I'm gonna actually do like a rebuild series with Madden. I'm actually really excited for what I have planned. So, you know, I'm looking out for Madden too. Yeah, yo, John, I agree. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I mean, and I didn't know this dude had like 5 channels. Everyone knows who he is. Like, he's got 1 million subscribers, but I didn't know he has like 4 YouTube channels, and so I had no idea. Like, but the fact, I mean, just yeah, the fact he keeps doing it, and the feedback in his video, I was going through in all the comments and just looking, and everyone was like, the sliders are fire. They just hated that he was on real player percentage, but like, he's sticking with it because he understood and he said it in his intro. Once he learns someone's shot, it's game over, and that's not realistic depending on their rating and stuff. So I appreciate him sticking him out for a couple games. At least so far, he's dropped 3 videos the last I checked where he's using the slider still. I'm just itching to get this update out for him for his next video, and so Pierre can start his Timberwolves rebuild series, which is incredible. So if you're not familiar with it, definitely check it out. Because I don't want people to get a bad bad look with my sliders and stuff and get turned away from it. You know what I mean? So feeling very blessed, but it drives me to work, and put in this time and effort without actually enjoying the game. Like, I spent the first week of the game playing my career and enjoying the crap out of it, and then it was like, all right, I got to go to work, and I've just been doing that ever since, man. I haven't really been able to sit down and just enjoy the franchise mode of 2K yet. It's been all work, man, but it's worth it because those guys are so appreciative, and they just gas me up. They promote me on Twitter, they promote me in their videos, and so it's worth it to me. So I'm very appreciative. So but all right, you guys, I'm going to actually knock out this video and get the update rolling, and it'll be on Operation Sports. I'll drop the YouTube video. It'll be wherever you want to find it. It'll be there, guys. And please, as always, keep me posted on your feedback. I'll tell you guys, since you're here talking to me, these aren't a one-size-fit-all. They're designed for you to make a couple changes, right? My experience with the Cavaliers and these settings would be different if I was using a team like the Nets, right? So if you're using a really good team and you're just, shooting a little bit too good out of the realism factor, if you're beating teams by 20, that's fine. You're the Nets. But if you're shooting 55% every single game, let me know, man. Hit me up at the Discord. Hit me up on Twitter. I pretty much respond to everybody. And I'll tell you and people ask me all the time, hey, what should I do to change this? What should I do to change that? Just for their personal experience. And, don't be afraid to hit me up. Even in the comment section below in the videos, I respond to everybody. Literally. So, yeah, don't treat these as a one-size-fits-all. If you play a couple games and you're noticing something sticking out, just hit me up and I'll help you fix them. So, or adjust them to you and get that so you're just having a great experience. So, it's what I want, man. I want everyone to have a great experience. But, alright, guys. I'm going to get working on this video so that I can restart my NBA and enjoy the game until 2K screws it up again. So, thank you guys for checking it out, and definitely check out the video when it drops here in an hour and a half or so. Alright, guys. Peace out.